From character options in their Doctor Who toy line, this is Unit from the 1971 episode The Claws of Axos. It includes the Brigadier, it includes Sergeant John Benton, and Captain Mike Yates. So basically, the three main dudes from the original series of Unit. The Brigadier is still someone who people might know about in modern Who because, of course, his daughter is now the leader of Torchwood and... Wait, no, it's Unit again, isn't it? I'm sorry. It's hard for me to keep things straight with Doctor Who sometimes. But the Brigadier is still one of the famous classic companions that gets brought up every now and again. As for Mike Yates and John Benton, less so. But still, I'm not gonna lie, I got this for incredibly cheap in a bundle with a Dalek 2-pack, so that's the reason I own it. Overall, it's a decent 3-pack, especially if you're a fan of the classic Who series. After all, the Brigadier, I think, was a companion to more Doctors than anyone else in classic Who. The figures are a bit drab. Looking at Sergeant Benton first, he shares a body with Yates. So you have a swivel at the head, swivel at the shoulder, upper arm rotation, an elbow, a wrist, DC Universe Classics hips that's impaired by the tunic, upper leg cut, and then a knee. So their bodies are exactly the same, articulation is exactly the same. The body is a bit drab, but it's also accurate to how the costumes looked in the show. He comes with a gun. The gun does not feel great. It feels like the type of gun you get in like a Dollar Tree Army Man set, but I don't know, Sergeant Benton is cool. He always had like a very pleasant personality, and I always think of him being more willing to joke with the Doctor than basically anyone else. So for that reason, I do like him. I just wish that he didn't look so glum. As I said, Captain Yates looks almost exactly the same. It is the exact same body, same articulation, same gun, just a different head. And don't get me wrong, it's not like these two were that different looking in real life, but they were more different looking than this, to the point where I have to keep checking the box to make sure I have the right ones. The best way to figure it out is Sergeant Benton has blue eyes, Captain Yates has brown eyes. That just leaves the Brigadier, and I'll say it, this is a good figure of the Brigadier. You have a swivel at the head, you have the up and down the shoulder, upper arm cut, you have the elbow, DC Universe Classics hips, but his legs are even more impaired due to his sweater, upper leg cut, and knee. Instead of a rifle, he comes with a pistol that actually looks and feels a bit better than the rifle, and his likeness in the face is much better. I will be honest, out of all the classic Who companions, the Brigadier is one of my favorites just because I love how fussy he was. Like, him and the Doctor are basically like C-3PO and R2-D2 with the army guy as the C-3PO of that relationship. I really, really enjoy the Brigadier, and it's part of the reason why I was willing to go in on this bundle. Even if there wasn't a Dalek pack involved, I probably still would have picked up this 3-pack for cheap, if just to get the Brigadier. Getting them together with my version of the Third Doctor, this is a decent little setup for figures. Again, I don't think that they're amazing, I don't think they're groundbreaking, they're some of the most boring figures in this Doctor Who line, but they're important characters, and they do help fill out a classic Who shelf. There is no doubt about that.